guys, good morning. Welcome back. Welcome to another episode of Lunch with Mama Tash. Happy Motivational Monday. I hope you guys had an amazing weekend, and kiddies, I hope you guys are ready for school. Parents, let's get right to it. Hi guys, so this morning we are doing a corned beef sandwich, and I also made it in such a way that I can also let them have corned beef and rice for dinner as well. So we're going to do corned beef sandwiches. I already put in majority of the ingredients already. And then we're going to put it in between bread and get going. So this is pretty well done. So now we're just going to put the corned beef on top of the bread. And I don't want to put too much, because when you put too much and there's no, then they start complaining that there was too much corned beef. So I try to put it evenly in such a way that they have just enough corned beef and just enough bread. So they came out with a new bread for Wonder, and it's a little bit thinner than usual. So I'll show you guys. It's like thinner. So it's not usually this thin. Usually it's a little bit thicker. So I decided anytime I'm going to do any kind of sandwiches that I'll give them a little bit of a thinner bread. So the kids tried it out on the weekend and they absolutely loved it. So we had a big, huge breakfast, and I used the thin bread and they loved it. So we're just going to repeat this for the rest of the sandwiches, doing the exact same thing. Okay, and just bring all of the bread over here, make life easier. Perfect. So once we've done that, then we're going to use the containers to pack them in. So you remember the sandwich containers that I showed you guys in the do's and don'ts tips video? So we'll use those. It's nice and easy. It's quick. And I didn't butter the bread, guys, because the bread will make it extra soggy. So the bread will be extra soggy, with the butter plus frying up the corned beef. The corned beef already has a little bit of oil in it too. So you don't want to make the bread too soggy. So my kids don't like when it's buttered if you're giving them corned beef sandwiches. So I'm also going to take my time and cut it when I'm finished. So once I finish all of this, I'm going to cut it down the center, make it 2 halves of a rectangle. I'm making a little bit of a mess here, but that's okay. The excess will sort out after. I just want to make sure that I get it on the plate, on the bread here. You know, sometimes when you're doing stuff, you could talk one set of strippiness if you're not paying attention. Yeah, that's what's happening right now. Okay, good. So all of them have it. Excellent. Okay, so as you guys can see, I just cut it down the center so I can have 2 halves. It's easier for them to enjoy that way. So I'm just going to do the other one now. Just turn it and cut it nice and straight into 2 halves. Perfect. Beautiful. So now that that's done, I'm going to go ahead now and pack them inside of the appropriate containers. Okay, so now we're just going to baggage it off, put them in their appropriate containers, and we're good to go. All right, so let's start with this one, and we'll put this here, put this in here. Perfect. So there's lunch number 1. Remember me in these containers again. You guys know how it is. It tries, but because I'm used to it trying to embarrass me, we have a little thing now that we're just going to learn to ignore it. Because when I'm on camera, it tries to do all kind of nonsense. So that's okay. Oops. So this one here is not fully cut down the center, so I'm just going to cut it properly. Perfect. And this is done. Good. Third one, and my daughter wants lunch this morning, so she always says, Mom, if you can avoid packing the containers, that would be good. She doesn't mind it, but if I can avoid it, then she doesn't mind, just so that it's less bulkiness in her knapsack. So that's fine. We'll put it in this for her. There we go. All right. Perfect. And we'll slip it into her sandwich bag. Perfect. Nice and neat. Beautiful. And for snacks, So as I told you guys before when we were doing the tips video, to make sure that if you're packing juice that it's frozen. So if you guys can see the little glistening, these are frozen. See, the ice is like falling off of it. So these are frozen. Again, I just take them out in the morning a little bit earlier to let them defrost a bit. One of these don't have straws, so there we go. That's another thing. If you guys happen to check the juice boxes and the straws have fallen off, give them, see if you can get one of those straws from the fast food stores and put them in their bags. Even though it's going to be one of those big old straws that's sticking out long, it's better than no straw at all. So if you guys can check, double check to see if the straw may have fallen off in the fridge or in the freezer. If they don't have a straw, try to get them a straw, especially if you're going to be pre-freezing the juice. I remember back in the day, we used to be able to like bite this part and then like you can use it and squeeze, but when it's frozen, it's very difficult and kids get frustrated. So they may end up having to like rip open the box or something to get the remainder and going like this to their mouth to get the remainder out. So it's just these little things that we remember when we were kids. Our kids will remember. Let me just clean this up. Clean as I go. Perfect. That we will remember, our kids will remember, and so on. So for snacks, this is what we have here. We have the bits and bites for snacks. So I've already parceled them off. So we have our 3 containers here. We have the empty water bottles. There's no water inside, again, because we already froze the juice. So they're going to be having 2 clementines each. So that's what's going to be going in the bags. And we're all set to pack the bags and do our back check. So you guys know how that goes. Okay, so we are all ready. We pre-packed the stuff already. We're ready to go. So we have our sandwiches here, the snacks, the juice boxes. One of them is my daughter, so we'll put this aside. 2 clementines each, the bits and bites snacks. So we're going to go ahead, pack the bags, and do a bag check. Okay, so bag number 1. And napkins. Beautiful. 2 clementines and this. Bag number 1 is done. And we did our bag check. I did my bag check ahead of time. So I'm doing it because the bag is a lot smaller today. It's a lot that we can be able to see. So that's not bad. This is the one that's the missing thing. So we're going to keep it here. 2 clementines, this, and their water bottle. So my little game of Tetris, of course. And their water bottle. Napkins. And they're good to go. Oopsie. So we're going to put this on the other side again. I should probably make sure the other napkin is not touching the juice as well. Perfect. Okay, good. Sometimes when you're rushing to pack the bags, this can happen, where you accidentally put the napkins beside something. So that's why it's always a good idea that I tell you guys to double check. Okay, so this one here, this is the one with no straw, so we're going to make sure we put the straw in there so that nobody's complaining that I didn't have a straw today and I couldn't drink my juice. There we go. This is Ashanti's, their water bottle, and napkin. So napkins in the bag. Beautiful. And lunch is officially prepared. Voila. And guys, that's it. Thank you so much for tuning in to Lunch with Mama Tash. And I hope you parents are in the flow of things. Let me know how it goes. Send me an email at tashtalkstruth@gmail.com. I will open up an email for Mama Tash. So in the meantime, you guys send me an email to tashtalkstruth@gmail.com letting me know how you guys like lunches in the morning, if it's becoming a little bit easier, if there's something that you guys want me to adjust. Let me know. Love you guys. Stay tuned. If you have not yet liked, subscribed, and shared this video, please do. There's always somebody that needs some kind of help. So give them the link and let them know to tune in to Lunch with Mama Tash, keeping them stress-free throughout the school year so that we can all enjoy and make it smooth sailing. Love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Stay tuned for tomorrow morning's episode. Okay, bye. Mwah!